Hello, I am Dmitry Gerasimov, and that's our regular Thursday live stream. And let's start. First, I know the most important question that everybody interested in, but first let's start from some important news about development for the last week. First, I want to announce our new partnership with a project out of space. We have already announced it, but just mention about it. It's our new friends that will develop new community instruments, sex, DEX, trading tools, monitors, and I believe they also go to our metaverse-like project, Cellverse. Anyway, it's a good partnership. I also will be advisor in this project. Soon will be a pre-sale for Outspace, so stay tuned. That's the next news. That's about Depths repository. We have bring it up Depths repository right now. Name it plugins, but soon will rename it. Also, you could see that we have published a new branch release to .2 in self-frame dashboard, and we prepare the new self-frame dashboard release. It will include Depths browser, Depths API, and you could see how it works. But we'll talk about it a little later. And now let's go to the most important news for the last week. That's you asking us about mainnet delay. Yes, we delayed mainnet for 3 months. Um, I want to clarify a couple of points about this. Developers work with deadlines and delays all around the world. If the specifics of this fair, that explains why we promised to launch the mainnet by the particular date. We thought we would make it in time a week ago, but it became clear we wouldn't earlier in the week. About this, you maybe remember that I have promised that we launch mainnet just with switched off features. Generally, we could run this limited mainnet version, but it will be too limited, really. And we decided to make this delay, and until we are working on the mainnet, we'll show you all these features inside current testnet, inside Sub-Zero. By the way, many crypto projects postponed their milestone, for instance Ethereum, Luna, Terra, Theta, Redix, and dozens of others. It's not surprising. It's sad, but it's usual, unfortunately. The other reasons is market sentiment. Crypto winter came not long ago, and I don't think it will be long. I don't think it will be too cold. I don't believe in repeating of 2017, but it's really not good time. I got a lot of questions about this, how we run mainnet at the beginning of crypto winter. So it was one of reasons to delay. The launch could not have gone unnoticed when leading cryptocurrencies were getting to the bottom. We hope when we launch the mainnet and Crypto Spring will be in full swing as a real spring. Anyway, we could run it now, but with bugs, and we'll run it inside Sub-Zero. Such quality could lead to intended consequences if we run it out of testnet. So we decided to be responsible in the interests of safety and sustainability. Our main goal is a solid and reliable product without critical issues, without security leaks, without holes, without critical bugs. So, to spur the launch, we urge ethical hackers to participate in the project. We'll announce the bounty program with rewards in general. We'll talk about it a little later. You could remember that we had no time to launch bounty. It was planned before, so Now we'll, because of delay, we'll have this time. Okay. It should be noted the number of stockholders has hardly changed according to DEX tools. It pleases. That means you are a real investor who are not be affected by panic selling. I haven't seen panic selling as shown our analytics. Most of price drops was because of short-term traders. By the way, I don't hate short-term traders. It's also okay to be instruments for earning. Just you should remember, if you trade in short position, you should keep in mind possible risks. Anyway, if you were such a short-term trader, don't worry. We have a lot of common news that will fix this situation. And about this news, we'll talk a little later. Remember, please, without fundamentals, no marketing and hype will help. Sorry, but we are not a meme coin. It's a different project. So that's about launch, and now our new roadmap. Our new roadmap is almost same as current one, just all the dates are shifted right for 3 months, but with some difference. Self-frame dashboard still on the way as it's planned, and 21st December will run first stable dashboard release. Release candidate that you could see will be run in the nearest few days, and then will be stabilized till 21st December. And on this dashboard with Sub-Zero, you could see full spectrum of abilities, or as wide as possible spectrum of abilities of our ecosystem. That's, I think, much better for demonstrate what we'll have than limited network with possible security bugs. So self-frame dashboard is still on the way. It's almost ready. Beta version is available for downloading. You could see it. And we'll talk about it also a little later. 21st January, we run bounty program and self-frame hackathons. Hackathon few will be launched in real space. We're still in connection with few educational centers, including some local centers here and remote in India. And also it will be internet-based international hackathon. Before this hackathon, Science Now will prepare a lot of examples. I mean, I'm talking about dEPS. This dEPS repository that we want to run will be filled with a set of examples. It should help for hackathon participants and help for people that want to develop something based on our SDK. So bounty program we also planning to start at 21st January, and ethical hackers will be awarded will take their reward with when they find any bugs in our any critical bugs, I want to say, related with security. Before this, we'll close as much as possible, and I want to say that that dev team will be motivated because we have some budget for bounty program, and all unspent funds after bounty program will give to our developers, so they are interested to close as much as possible before 21st January. They have now months with a half for this, and all this should make what I want as secure as possible. Mainnet. At 21st February, we'll start third-party audition, security audition. I mean, we'll hire some company. maybe 2 companies for this, still in discussion. And then 21st March, Mainnet. All the rest milestones in our roadmap became shifted right in 3 months. And also before 21st March, we'll continue to develop dApps. Because our front end team has no such delays like backend team has, we could focus our frontenders on dApps because most of dApps are related more with frontend than backend. About this I will talk a little later. And that's our roadmap. So so also what we are planning is airdrops and hackathons preparations. Hackathon preparation will do processing development of new dApps. It will be examples. Also, we continue to update documentation. You could see our wiki.solframe.net. A lot of new documentation were uploaded for last time and will be also prepared before 23rd January. We'll finish all required tutorials, all required documentation for easy start to develop our dApps. Airdrops will start, I think, maybe on the next week or so. When we'll run first release candidate, we start to airdrop TCL token. It will be issued only in Sub-Zero native protocol. And with these tokens, first internal airdrops, by the way, were a few days ago. So with this token, you could start to try to develop some dApps. About this, we'll talk a little later. Self-frame dashboard. We'll update it soon and plan to release mobile version. Mobile version will need more for Cellverse, for Metaverse, AR, VR project, but not only for this. It's also required for GameFi project. So the new dashboard release is planned on nearest few days, but I don't want to to promise some more. But so let's say on the next week you will see the new self-frame dashboard. Release candidate right now available in sources on our GitLab. Public binary builds will be the next week. That's about dashboard. Also, we are planning to prepare before our hackathons the Qt Creator self-frame dApps plugins. Why Qt Creator? We were thinking about to run our own IDE, but it's too complicated and huge project, so we decided to select Qt Creator. Why? Because our dApps it's a little different from general Web3 conception. Why I don't like Web3, by the way? Web3 it's too complicated system. If you are a businessman and try to make your Web3 project, you know that you need to hire Solidity developer, you need to hire full stack developer, or you need to hire front end, back end, and Solidity. Oh, back end you don't need, back end and front end. And both of them are rare and too expensive. And if you are one developer that want to run something by its own, it's a problem. So because you need to fire some cloud instance, pay for this, bring up server, write some web part, and really. For Qt Creator, you can create dApps same way like you create usual desktop application, like window, button, input form, and etc. some text. And that's easier way. It's really dApps became same as apps. Its development will look same like usual by general application. So we decided to make some extension for Qt Creator, and make dApps development same easy as any Qt-based application. Front end will looks like Qt application, QML based, QML, JavaScript. Not, we don't require any C++ development, but it still will be possible. And any Node backend running will be based also on Python. Right now you could start to try to develop some extension ever without this plugin. Plugin just will put all things together and make it easier. Okay, that's about plugin. Next, about GameFi. For GameFi, that's why we prepare Android version. For GameFi, we develop is a AR platform. AR platform, NFT platform, all that required for GameFi. Custom objects storing in blockchain, for example, some loot boxes, skins, maybe some game property. I don't know. And here will be a little some difference from usual game development. It's not about something that you sell through Google Play. It's not platform for cyberpunk. It's something like it requires change your mind a little. It's all about open source development because it's part of trusted platform and we need to verify your code. So your game will be open sourced. It will has no or has only few backend servers, maybe just for issuing new game objects or something like this. And your earning model will change on content selling. So you create your own game, new content, connect it with NFT, and then sell this NFT-based content. Game itself should still be free. That's about GameFi. Sorry. More about Silver's development. That's this project maybe will give for some third parties or maybe it will be child company. I don't know. We're thinking about that's not AR project. That's VR project. I'm thinking more about Oculus Quest, but better to provide compatibility with all available VR platforms. But so what about what will be? It will be this decentralized modern arts museum and marketplace at the same time. Where you could look for modern art objects. It will be not only 2D pictures. It also will be some 3D models, maybe some 3D animation objects. I don't know. It will be really a good space for creating. And artists, especially 3D artists, will have a platform where they possible buyers or just fans that just want to look on this could try to look on this because such things not they are much looking better in VR. One of VR usage. So that was all our news, and now let's go to questions that we have collected. And first question from Elapse. Is the self-frame SDK ready for projects to build on? Yes, it's already ready, and you could use it for second layer solutions like our new partners. I'm talking about Outspace. First type of usage that they have decided to use its second layer. Also, if you want to run your private blockchain based on proof of authority consensus we have tested a lot, really. So for private chains, for enterprise usage, it's also already ready. Also, we have mostly finished API for UI part of dApps. I talking about self-frame dashboard plugins. also ready. Also, you could try to make some backend plugins, but here maybe some lack of documentation. I could say that SDK ready for projects. Yes, it's ready. It's still not ready of only one type of project that requires mainnet. All that doesn't require mainnet, it's ready for this. Next question. With mainnet delay, what is the plan and time frame for the second phase of LP staking? If you are talking about single token staking, it will shift. It will be also shifted on the by 3 months. So, since 21st March. If you are talking about connection of LP staking with auction, it will be sooner. And the next question from the same user: what is the present state of the auctions and what is the plan moving forward? With the auctions, we hold with the last part. It's interoperability. It's connection between BSC and Ethereum. Because we do it based on self-frame SDK, we do it first time, and some of backend parts we have to rework just in time. Also, it's always we are doing it with overwork, with crunches, trying to move fast as possible. So I cannot say exactly any date, but we were planning to run it on this week, but looks it's moved on the next week, and let's say that most probable to see it at same time with self-frame dashboard release at 21st December. We'll update this auction as it's promised. Really not so much things are left to do. The next question from Alex DVM. Sir, where does the self-frame name come from? Cell, it's part of biological organism, and frame, it's part of framework word. So because we found once that our architecture looks like live beings, we decided to use this metaphor, I mean self, inside our architecture, and frame because we're doing ecosystem, because we're doing framework, so we connected together and got self frame. The next questions from Barnabas. Hi Dmitry, hope you are doing well. My question is regarding the delay for mainnet. Did you take this delay as an opportunity to ship a more future complete product? Or this delay for the same amount of features that was originally planned for December 2021? Thanks and looking forward for future self-frames. Thank you for your support, Barnabas. How to answer your question? I think answer is both. This delay will use to deliver all features that we have promised, and also during this delay we'll add some more features. It's not about features, I think. Let's say so. We'll use this delay to fill our depth repository and prepare more services on the launch, because we have service-based tokenomics and we need more services. And we'll use this time to prepare more services. Okay, the next question from DK Adelaide. Who is your closest competitors in the blockchain space and how you plan to beat them? I don't like question about competitors, but all our main competitors. It's Polkadot, it's Cardano, it's Cosmos, it's all other third generation blockchain. But I believe that we'll move forward and switch from competition to collaboration. I prefer collaboration. But first we'll need to think what to see where we'll be more effective. Because we are more service oriented, I think we'll be more focused on this. Maybe, for example, Solana will be more on some will be more usable for some financial services. I don't know. Polkadot maybe is better for interoperability, but it's I cannot say they are better because we we have some better mechanism. So I don't know how I will collaborate with them, but we'll try to find some points for collaboration. Anyway, we are better. Okay, the next question. We have Cardano recently announced about building a quantum security layer, right? Yes, it was big news. So if they are building it from the scratch, how much time would it take them to build one? Generally, it's not so hard to add the new signature, wallet type. Just look on current Cardano holders in their native network. How much of them? Hundred thousands, 1 million, I don't know. All of these wallets that are already created, they cannot be replaced. So if you have already created your wallet in Polkadot, in Cardano, in Bitcoin, in Ethereum, ever will be some update, you will need to create new wallet. That's the problem. And transfer your funds from new wallet to from old wallet to the new one. And if you will not do, they could be stolen. So that's the biggest problem. Yes, it's good that Cardano decided to start to work with this at current time. And maybe before quantum apocalypse, all their users will switch on new quantum proof wallets. But I don't know. So it's more depends not from quantum encryption implementation. It's more depends from psychological issues. Let's say so. The next question. A few months ago, you mentioned that you were planning to allocate new liquidity with help of Taproot. Could you explain what is the Taproot is and how it's supposed to allocate new liquidity? Taproot is extension for BTC protocol that allows to create a lot of things, especially, but what it allows to make trustless liquidity pools based on Bitcoin. And we want to create such pools and connect these pools with Cellframe network. And we'll have liquidity source from Bitcoin. That's what we are planning to do. By the way, in our updated roadmap, I think we'll run it just after mainnet launch. So after maybe in April, maybe in May, we'll run based on mainnet gate with BTC. We must run it as fast as possible after mainnet launch. The next question from Mick15bis. Hi Dmitry, will the performance of my device affect staking? Better performance, better staking. There is some difference between us and other protocols because we have no emission. All the cells are already minted and almost everything is in circulation. So when you have a bigger stake, you just will be on, but it really depends. If you have more monies for staking, you will have some preferences for some advantages for your service orders. For example, imagine you provide your service and there are a list of orders in list, and if you have bigger stake, your orders became higher and more probabilities that people select your order. So yes, it will affect, but not directly. Also, bigger staking could provide bigger income because you could break your stake by parts and delegate your stake for different people and earn on fees from their service provider. About performance of your device. As more performance you have, as more services you can provide. For example, if you run, for example, smart contract service providing, it loads your CPU, and as more CPU you'll have, as more tokens you will earn, like on gas spending, but you will receive the spended gas. We'll have no gas. I just use usual terms for this. Okay, the next question from Ramrajam. I hope I pronounced it well. When single token on the sales taken available again? After mainnet launch, now it's 21st March. Sorry, tired a little. The next question from Joyce. That's the actual TPS during the testnet. Please provide the numbers saying still have not measured, but soon will do. We're waiting for the last subchain. We have right now two subchain. We're waiting for third subchain. It will be turn based, and when we'll have all of them, we'll measure real TPS. The next question from Barnabash. I am sometimes confused whether cell frame is more of a layer 1 or a layer 0, or is it scaling solution like a layer 2? As far as I understand, it's a layer 0 and layer 1 at the same time. Could you please clarify this? It could this story of with layers is about usage. So layer 0 it's interoperability usage. Layer 1 it's basic usage. Layer 2 it's something underlying that you don't see and and used for specific operations for specific state processing. Maybe also could be used for interoperability, but it's something specific. So cell frame could be used as for layer 0, for layer 1 and layer 2. It's wide usage SDK. And the next question from Zeno Sama. If we wanted to bring our project over to future-proof ourselves from quantum threats, how will we go about using testnet? You could use testnet just to test your project. If I understand you right, you want to run your own project on based on our SDK. You could start to try it already. Any provision for EVM tokens? For EVM, what it will be like? It will be like any truly dedicated service, just service, EVM service. And if you have enough memory and CPU, you could run smart contracts and earn not EVM tokens. We'll have no special gas token. It will be cell tokens, and you could earn on and you will have ability to earn cell from EVM launch. Okay, that was questions prepared, and now let's see what happens in chat and answer some questions online. Okay, I see activity in chat. Okay, let me zoom it a little. One second. Over zoom it. Sorry. Where is the chat? 1 minute. Some problems I don't see. Okay, I see the chat. And now some zoom. Okay, I see the chat. So a lot of support, guys. I love you. It's really cool. Okay, this question I have answered. It's not crypto winter. It's not, but I don't know. Some people say that it's already started, and it's very warm crypto winter. Let's say so, but I could be wrong. It's just my opinion. Okay. What's the next? Is March 25 is a strict deadline. Let's not delay again. First, we were thinking about to delay only for 1 month. Then I asked it, okay, 1 month, maybe 2 months. Guy says, yes, in 2 months we'll do everything. Then I said, okay, it will be 3 months for sure. So I don't think we'll have more delays. Really, March should be good time to launch. Are you actually going to release an app? Sorry. Are you going to release an app of the dashboard, or will people have to search through GitHub to find it? Yes, we'll release it. We'll release it in Google Play, in App Store, everywhere. Also, we'll publish download links on our site and prepare all binary builds. Right now, we already have binary builds. Of previous version of self-frame dashboard, and of course when we'll update it we'll also publish official builds. Don't worry. Okay. If sale reach $10 to become a node, 10,000 will be needed. $10,000. Isn't that bad for decentralization? We don't think. Look, we have, you remember, single staking program. So you don't. It's not requirement to have this stake. If you want to run your node and you don't have the stake, you just will ask for delegation from other stakeholders. There are a lot of people with stakes more than 10,000. So, and they will be happy to earn a little with single staking. So just place order for delegation stake request. It's by the way, it's already possible in testnet, and stakeholders will provide you with required funds. Or if you want to have such stake by yourself, purchase it now until price is below $10. Okay. Well, it's not a question, but I read it. Hi, Dmitry, I agree with. Damn it. So, hi, Dmitry, I agree with your motivation on the delay of the mainnet. Rome was not built in a day. Exactly. Cannot wait to test dashboard, just few days and you will have it. By the way, it's already available in sources. Hackathons will be very great event. Yes, yes. Okay, let's switch. Yes, yes, yes. A lot of advices. A lot of support. Yes, it's already can be downloaded. Yes, we are working. We are working. Some support, some food as usual. Guys, I love you. Exactly. Okay, okay. Some stars. Star to you as well. Okay. Okay. Why did you delay the? Why did you not launch a testnet 3 and then take it over to mainnet down the launch? If we'll do this, people will be motivated to start to steal your funds ever on testnet 3 a moment. And by the way, I think we don't need testnet 3. Testnet 2 is ready for our test. It's enough, I think. Okay, okay. Are there any partnerships upcoming other than out of space? Cannot comment until they will finish requirements. You remember white paper, site, team, conception. Only Outspace finished this. Will be the dashboard a built-in a token swap? Yes, will be built-in swaps with ETH and BSC, and ever we are thinking about to built-in fiat gate inside. Why not? Is there any plans to raise funds like Polkadot did from Binance Labs? Binance Labs invested 10 million funds. We don't need any investments for now from any such launch pads or labs. We are deciding to grant new projects by ourselves from marketing funds, so no such requirement. Maybe some NFT sales, but I don't know. Maybe some child projects that will run with their own tokens, like some servers based. I don't know. Maybe you remember on our previous streams I was talking about cell stream projects, so fog-based dedicated storage. And if we'll run it, maybe we'll run some token for them, and could be used for also for funding. But we have enough funds for now, so we don't searching for something else ever for Binance listing if it happens. Hi, Dmitry. Since we have 3 months period prior to mainnet launch, would it be good to initiate coordinated community-based marketing? Look, we have tried it with community-based marketing. It has some benefits, but it wasn't so effective like you think. Uh, I prefer more conservative way for marketing, and you remember our report about November. November shows I think good results, and it was because of marketing. Look on charts. Do you think the time for the security audit will be enough considering the amount of code? Yes, it should be enough, really. How much they need it, do you think? Year? Really, we'll start it. I think months will be enough. More than enough. Most of audition will be from you, from community, from ethical hackers, because bounty program continue till the mainnet launch and little after. Bounty program will not be only for 1 month. Yes, I were talking about budget that will be unspent parts sent to our development team, but then will be another budget after mainnet launch, and we'll continue to fund ethical hackers. And I really more on this than on third-party audition. I know how it looks like, by the way. I know the internal kitchen. It's not so serious than you could expect. I know how first-tier security audition company works. I believe more to security for ethical hackers. Really, it's much better way. Last week you promised to release the Explorer. Anything on that? Still on the way. Also, few days maybe left. I don't know. It's delayed, like everything else. Cell pads, it's coming. It's not related with us. It's third party. I don't know. Ask them. Okay, okay. I believe I answered all of most important questions. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your questions. Again, my apologize about delays, but we have to do it. And see you next Thursday. We are Cell. We are here. Goodbye.